So dear students, we will study the next topic in Unit 4, that is liquefaction. Here I have divided the entire topic into 5 subparts, that is what is liquefaction, the definition, number 2 phenomenon, how liquefaction occurs, number 3 factors affecting liquefaction. So these are the reasons for which liquefaction occurs. Number 4 remedial measures, that is measures to avoid liquefaction. And number 5 is numerical analysis methods of liquefaction. That is, we will find out if a soil is susceptible to liquefaction and what are the depths where of the soil strata where liquefaction can occur. So, to understand the topic, first we will start with definition. So, liquefaction is what you already know. Liquid is there in liquefaction. So a soil will get liquefied. That is, when you dip your finger in a glass of water, you can directly apply pressure and the finger will go down, right? Similarly, when you do in a soil strata, it doesn't happen. The soil will have certain strength against the force of your finger which is applied to the soil. Now, sometimes there might be conditions where the soil will have continuous deformation without resistance to the force applied. So at that time the soil will act like a liquid surface where whatever you put, force you put, whatever object you put, the soil will eat it like a liquid. So nothing it can resist. So that is the definition of liquefaction. That is, a soil strata will become like a liquid surface where it will have continuous deformation without any resistance to the force applied. Now for that we will take the example of a soil mass. So in this figure, this soil mass have voids, right? Soil mass will have voids because soil particles will have different structures. In the mass there will be voids. Now generally liquefaction occurs in sandy soils which are totally saturated. Now we will assume another soil mass where it will be saturated with water. So that is, the entire voids will be filled with water. So can you see the difference? Figure 1 is soil strata without water and number 2 is saturated soil particles. Now when a soil particle is saturated, the pore pressure will increase, right? The soil particles will put pressure on each other, as well as the water available in the voids will also put pressure on the surface of the soil. Definition is clear. That is, we know what is liquefaction. Now for the phenomenon, we will assume this soil strata, let us assume this is a sandy soil strata which is completely saturated. The voids are filled with water, the soil is completely saturated. There will be pressure exerted by the soil particles to each other, as well as there will be pore pressure also in the soil particles. Now, since we have assumed sandy soil, the C, that is cohesion, will be 0 in the soil. We already know if A dash is effective stress of soil, it is nothing but A minus U, where U is the pore water pressure. Now, there might be certain condition where the soil is saturated in such a way that the pore water pressure will keep on increasing, and at a certain point it will reach the equal value of the stress in the soil. At that time what will happen? A dash will become 0. In this condition liquefaction occurs. That is, in this condition the effective stress of the soil will become 0 and the soil will get liquefied. That is, whatever further more pressure we will put in the soil, it will not have any resistance. Whatever object comes above the soil, it will just eat it. There will be continuous deformation without any resistance. That is the phenomenon. I hope up to this everything is clear to you. So once the definition and understanding how liquefaction occurs phenomenon is done, the factors affecting liquefaction of soil and methods to avoid liquefaction of soil is very simple, and I have given you the material on 11th of May and 28th of April. So you can just 28th of April you can just check in your Google Classroom and can find out. Now the numericals we will discuss on the coming week, and in the numericals you will need certain graphs which I will provide you along with the material, and you have only one portion left, that is your retaining wall. That is also I will cover. So there are only two topics left, that is numericals on liquefaction and retaining wall.